Shalom. I'd like to start my lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, of great millstone, Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is Ratazah from the GMS Atlanta camp. All right, back again with another video. Just want to hit this article, all right, from a website called Independent. And the title reads, Coronavirus. Contactless payments boom as people avoid handling cash. Now, for those that don't know, all right, the world is going in the direction of being cashless, all right, where this fiat currency or the fiat money that we use, paper money, is going to be a thing of the past, and they're going to issue in a more digital-based way of how to deal with business and commerce, buying things, selling and trading and whatnot, which really is leading, all right, to the RFID implantable microchip, all right, where they're going to have a device about the size of a grain of rice, and they're going to inject it, whether it be somewhere in your body, all right, whether it's your right or your left hand, or whether it's in your forehead, as the scriptures say, which of course we're going to read that in just a second, but this is becoming a very hot topic, all right, when you just look at the pulse of the people, all right, people, so-called truthers, and just, your average person that's waiting in line at the grocery store, you overhear their conversation, they're talking about the mark of the beast, so this information is getting out there to the people, all right, and we here at Great Millstone, all right, beginning with the apostles, the elders, on down to the rest of the Akim, the brothers, we're the only camp that pushes or prophesies, full throttle, so to speak, on this topic, all right, the mark of the beast, all right, which, matter of fact, let's just go to that real quick. Revelations 13th chapter, and the 16th verse, just get right to the point. It says, and he cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which he is referring to Esau, all right, which is the biblical name for the so-called white man, because he's in charge of this whole system, this beast system, all right. That's why it's the mark of the beast. It's the beast is you have NATO and the EU, and you also have America is also known as a beast. When you read up, and it's also in this chapter, it goes into there being another beast rising up, right? Which that would be the United States of America, all right? Beast is basically a metaphor for either a particular kingdom, rulership, or a system that the nations run. All right, so this chip or this mark is going to be mandatory. That's why it says he cause of all. All right, so from top to bottom, from the elites all the way down to the homeless person on the street. All right, very, very soon it's going to be mandatory for them to take this chip. All right. Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see that? So if you don't have this microchip, you basically won't be able to live, man. Because that's how you basically survive, off of trading, buying and selling. If you don't have this chip, you won't be able to pay bills and buy food and things of that nature. And this is what society is coming to. And you already got certain places like what's that? I think over there in Sweden, they pretty much got the people chip. All right, certain certain areas around the world is sprinkled around, but by and large, this is going to be the new norm. All right, but the scriptures command you not to take it, or it gives you the judgment if you partake in this particular device. All right, we jump over to Revelation, the 14th chapter, all right, beginning at the 9th verse. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, you see that? If you worship this system, if you're down with the agenda of the so-called white man, it says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, which is that RFID chip, All right, verse 10, it says, the saints shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, which that fire is not referring to hell, man. Okay, the fire is referring to the thermonuclear destruction that's going to completely annihilate America, all right, from coast to coast, man. And there's plenty of scriptures on that, but just for the sake of time, all right, I'm gonna just stick to this particular scripture. Verse 11, it reads, "And the smoke of the torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." Okay, so basically, when you take this chip, essentially you're submitting to this devil. All right, you're basically taking on a badge of servitude, man, by taking this mark. You know, even though you might be faced with death, you be uncomfortable, but scriptures say to have patience and endure the time of tribulation. You know, so now just to go back to this article real quick. All right, dealing with this headline, which is this article dates back to April 18th. This coronavirus, which brothers has brought out, you know, this so-called pandemic, all it is funneling or is moving towards cashless society, man. With people, because of the virus, they don't want to partake in, you know, basically touching things, man. Whether it's a credit card machine or, you know, handling money, things of that nature. You know, you go to certain stores and whatnot, and the cashier be wearing gloves and a mask. You know, that's basically the new norm now, man. You know, and that's a perfect scenario for the so-called white man to usher in this shit. All right, which, like brother said, first would be an actual vaccine. You know, they say the vaccine, the earliest it will come, I think they said, is in December, you know, of this year. But they was talking about maybe in 2021 they'll have a vaccine. But the vaccine will have to come first before they actually issue out this chip, man. You know, so this is basically what times is coming to. Let me get another scripture real fast. This is Isaiah chapter 32, and it should be the 7th verse. All right. Yeah, I'll just go to verse 7. It's Isaiah 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. You see that? Now who's the churl in this scenario? It would be Esau, all right, the so-called white man. All right, which I believe the word, you go into the word churl, it means basically a low degraded person, if I'm not mistaken. All right, and that's Esau, man. You read Hebrews, what's that? Hebrews 12 and 16. It speaks about Esau being a profane person. All right, profane means to be outside the temple. All right, because he's unclean, he's filthy. You know, he's animalistic, man. So it says the instruments, verse 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. And what's one of his instruments? It's RFID microchip. All right, the mark of the beast. It says he deviseth the wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. You know, and that's basically the so-called white man's MO, man. You know, he's a liar, he's a deceiver. You know, anything to get over and to keep, you know, the children of Israel on the bottom, man, which the Israelites are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, man. You know, all right, scriptures speak about never trusting your enemy, man. All right, and your number one enemy or your arch nemesis on the earth is this devil, all right, the so-called white man. And that's clear, man. All right, so I read again, Isaiah 32 and 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. So this RFID chip that he's preparing to come out with, so to speak, is evil, man. When you actually go into the interiors and you look it up, what they plan on doing, man. All right, this chip could, you know, it could goddamn. Basically, they basically trying to hack his spirit, basically. which goes into the scriptures where it say they will be like the Most High, because they actually want that level of power and control over the people. All right. So he deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. All right. So yeah, man. So at the end of the day, this is what society is leading to, man. And it'll be as they say, it will behoove you to take heed to the words of the prophets, man. You type in Mark of the Beast in YouTube, all right, and you go to the newest videos, the majority of the videos you're going to see is going to be from Great Millstone. Why? Because we're the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, warning you of these things to come, man. And there's going to be more things that's going to come about that's going to show you that this is where society is going, man. A contactless, a cashless society. All right, the perfect scenario to bring about this chip, man. So yeah, I just wanted to just shed some bring some attention to this article. All right, Lord Williams was edifying video. Give them praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Lord willing, to the next lesson. Shalom.